Any other big conundrums after that first one that went just really sideways? Any
Yeah,
good stories for us?
I've lost some good money on a few. It's usually big rehabs that needed permitted, and permits
Yeah.
take forever, and COVID happened, and city shuts down, and they lose the permits, and then they don't work for
Mhm.
3 days out of the 5, and
Yeah.
so I've lost, I mean, in the last 2 years, probably 250 grand flipping houses, but we've made
Mhm.
significantly more.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stories. Yeah, I've got stories for days. I mean, I was selling a house. This was probably 6 months ago or so. Was selling a
Mhm.
house. It fell out of contract,
Mhm.
and then, or yeah, so it fell out of contract and it went back into contract within 7 days. And then within that time period, somebody ended up moving in, or we got an extension. So actually
Mhm.
was in contract and it got an extension because it's supposed to close. And then in between that time, between it was supposed to close here till now, squatters moved in, and
Oh.
they've drilled out my locks, all that stuff, and then the agent, because they sent a Wi-Fi box to go, and the agent went to go do their final walkthrough,
Mhm.
and to pick up that box, they didn't want it stolen, and they knock on the door and somebody answers and asking, "Who are you? Why are you at my house?" So
Yeah.
that was a fun one.
Oh
I got
my.
to document that and put it on my YouTube and stuff, but it's never a dull day.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had air conditioning stolen the day before. I had one guy, I guess it was a guy, one of my early rehabs, they stole the shrubs. I'm like, the shrubs, man. The fucking shrubs. Like, I gone over there, like, this is back in the day when, like, I was doing a lot of this myself, and I planted these, like, boxwoods down the driveway, between the driveway and the house. And I come back and, like, they're just like, someone just plucked them, plucked them all up. I'm like, really, man? Shrubs? That's where we're at
That's
now?
crazy.
That's horrible. Well, when you were talking before about like systematizing, one thing that I found, and I don't know if you're probably doing higher level stuff than I was, but we dialed in our finishes, right? The same color paint, the same
Oh yeah.
flooring, the same cabinets, the same countertops. Like we got it to where it was just in
Yep.
our little world here, just at least as much of a production line as
Yeah.
we could. And then it was like gray walls for the rehabs. I had like a light brown for the rentals, so that
Mhm.
we weren't constantly buying the same stuff, right? Like, and I would find a vendor that was closing something out. I'd be like, I need that whole pallet of faucets.
Yeah.
Like, I'm taking them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
What can you do for me?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that, but that was
Mm.
probably that was actually the biggest thing that we did,
Yeah.
uh, to systemize it. I mean, we have a low end and high end.
Hmm.
I'm a materialist, and low end is not like, it's just builder grade.
Yeah.
And high, so we just, in the beginning of the project, we decide what is it, and then after it's decided, we do not change it.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that a lot with newer investors. They come through and they get so invested in the property,
Yeah,
right? They're doing murals on the wall. Like, they're just doing weird shit. And I'm like, bro, you need to be aiming for the middle of the market, right? If you're
absolutely,
ever not sure, go see a model house, right?
absolutely,
Like, take all the shit off the walls and what's left.
100%.
That's what you should be doing.
Agreed.
Um, yeah, it's kind of crazy. So